Hi, my name is Max Fortis and I work on the product team here at Quiq. Today we're going to be taking a look at how large language model powered assistants are able to handle a range of tasks better, more dynamically, more effectively than a previous generation of digital assistant. We're going to be looking at examples today in the context of a sample whitewater rafting site and comparing how this new generation of assistant is able to handle inquiries and how the previous generation of assistant would handle the same type of inquiry. Let's take a look at how LLM-powered assistants are able to more naturally gather information from customers in a way that customers are more used to speaking without needing them to select a predefined option or enter data in strictly one format. We'll contrast that with a previous generation assistant and show how it handles similar types of inquiries. So we'll start with the previous generation assistant. The experience here is going to be designed to book a rafting trip, so I'll go ahead and say, help me book a trip. First question we're going to ask is how many people. So I can select from the options here. I could also type something like 4. It's going to do an okay job handling that. Let's kind of try that one more time. I'll show a couple other examples. So start with that same book a trip flow. And it can also handle, different versions of that. 4 of us, it doesn't have a problem with that. But if I want to do something maybe more natural, the way I might talk to someone who's helping me book this trip, maybe a real guide. If I say something like, my wife, my son, and I, we're really going to struggle with something like this. We're going to prompt that customer, hey, please select from one of the options below. So there's some allowable range here where we're going to let that customer maybe type different variations of the options present, but we're not going to be able to handle real kind of natural language the way a customer might actually type or talk to someone if they're trying to book that trip. Let's take a look at how the LLM-powered assistant is going to handle that same sort of request. So I'll start off, hey, I'd like to book a trip. I'll do August 5th, just kind of put my date in there. So it's going to extract that date, even though it wasn't prompted for it. How many people? I'll do, it will be my wife, my son, and myself. Okay, half day or full day. So once again, I was able to extract that, and we'll look at what that looks like later. I'll say full day, please. So now it's going to need some information. I'll give it name. I'll give it email. So giving all of this at once, it's going to be able to extract each one of these and know what it is. Confirming, I'll go ahead and click book that reservation. Now we're going to get a bill here. So you can see it took my wife, my son, and I, put that into 3 people, and this is cool here. Let's just actually say, hey, I want to add one more person. So it's able to take that natural language and turn that into, in this case, a reservation bill I can pay right here. So now we've got 4 people. It's able to understand my wife, my son, and I. I can go ahead and complete that payment right here. Won't show this flow all the way through. But just to give you an idea of what's possible with an LLM-powered assistant, it's able to take natural human language and turn that into information that we can then use for, in this case, booking our trip. But you can imagine that same power being applied to any number of sort of guided flows, whether it's sales or service focused.